I'm a school safety liaison. And going back to January of 2024, where were you employed at that time? And what did you do for the Detroit Public Schools Department? I was a lieutenant and assigned to investigative division or something else. I was in charge of the Western Patrol Division and our intelligence unit. Okay. And did that include at least on the intelligence unit side some? Did you get an initial return for that? Yes. Okay. Those from the dates of January 8th, 24 to January 26th, 24, if you remember. That's awesome. I will come back to that in a second, but the special agency investigating Naziah's case, was that Detroit Schools Police Department? That's correct. Right. And when did that investigation begin? January 9th, her grandmother reported her missing. One of our officers, Officer Fulton, went out to the school, took a report, and then from there, she liaised with me, and I started making my notifications and started working on it from. You said January 9th, the report was made? The 10th, I'm sorry. The 10th. So that's when the investigation began, and that's when you stayed with the Detroit Public Schools Police Department for the entirety of until today? No. When was it transferred and to who was it transferred? I was transferred to Sergeant Shannon Jones sometime. I don't remember the exact date, but it was later in January, maybe early February. Okay. So we're getting closer to that 30-day mark. Around a month? Yes. Okay. And what was the reason it was transferred to DPD? There have been no sightings, nothing had been heard from her. At that point, the other agencies that I brought in, we ended up shifting it over once. We received some more calls from DPD. The commander of the 5th Precinct called me, and we just Detroit, my chief and I, and the deputy chief, and then they decided they were going to take it over because it appeared that she was not going to be recovered enough. Okay. And in the course to your knowledge of the initial investigation by the Detroit Public Schools Department, was there any activity on social media after January 9th? Not really. Now, you said earlier that sorry, after it was transferred to the Detroit Police Department, did you receive a call regarding, from Sergeant Jones regarding a request to confirm an ID that was found, the school ID? Yes. Okay. And did you receive a copy of that picture of the ID to confirm it? Yes. Okay. And the picture that was sent to you, did you confirm that as Naziah Harris's grade 8 identification card?
one similar to what you were asked to confirm.
Yes.
And that one, you went into, did you go into the school system to confirm that that was science ID?
Through an intermediary, but yes.
Okay. And in the bottom corner of that, it says read. Correct?
Yes.
And you had said earlier an initial search warrant text now to receive some messages. Correct?
It started out as a circle. That's a request.
Okay. And may I approach it?
Yeah.
Approaching what's already been admitted as Exhibit 16. And if you take a look at that opinion in the last page of Exhibit 16, does that look familiar to you, sir?
Yes.
And are those some of the messages that you got from the search warrant that you did text now?
Yes.
Are there on that page, there will be 3 highlighted ones on the bottom of that message, or that page?
Yes.
And the first highlighted one, is there a number associated with whether that it was sent or received from or to?
Yes.
And can you read that number for each one?
313-585-8719.
And was the first message that's highlighted there, was that sent or received message?
It was a sent message.
Indicating that it came from the owner of the text now account, correct?
Correct.
And what does that message say?
Don't forget to be there before 3. I will let you know when I'm leaving school. If you're not there, I will wait.
And to be clear, the owner of the account that you did a search warrant on, you believe is Diagrams, correct?
That's correct.
And then the second message down from that, second to last message on that page, is that a sent or received message?
It's a sent message.
And who is it sent to, the number?
313-585-8719.
And what does that message say?
Send okay if you send the message so I can delete your number.
And then the last message on that page first, is that a sent or received message?
Received.
So the owner of the account would have received that message from someone else?
Yes.
And what's the number that sent the message to that text now?
313-585-8719.
And what is that message?
Okay.
Wow.
What are the dates of those messages?
January 9th, 2024.
And when the owner of that account received that last message of okay, what date time did she receive that on?
January 9th, 2024 at 14:23:10 UTC.
And the UTC would be 5 hour, 4 hour hours ahead at that time from the local time?
Correct.
Okay. So that would have been at 10 a.m. or so?
That would have been 9:23
a.m.
Wow.
Yes.
9:23 a.m.
I really
During school hours. Sheesh.
Is it Sergeant Harris? I'm sorry.
It was Lieutenant Harris.
Lieutenant, I'm sorry. Is that right? So, did you learn about this case through Detective Gardner? You learned about it from somewhere from the school, or have it land on your desk?
So the grandmother went to the school called. We always dispatch it to her.
Okay, so who was then dispatched to the school
Correct.
to do kind of an initial intake or an interview,
Yes.
so to speak. Okay. And you're familiar that he did that?
Yes, you generated a report and did that, and then Detective Adele Gardner took over from that.
So when Officer Harris, he passed, essentially, the report indicated what he did. On the case, and then handed it off to Detective Gardner.
No, Detective Gardner responded to the scene before he even came back and did the report.
Okay, so Detective Gardner was also involved in some of the things that Officer Wolf did.
Yes, canvassing and talking to people.
Okay. That's what I was going to get to next. So, you're familiar that at least Detective Gardner and Officer Wolf went a mile drive location in Cornwall where the bus stop was and canvassed that area.
Not just them, but others. Yes.
Others too. Okay. Did any of the officers in the CPS interview the teacher that was in his eyes class that day?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, do you know who it was?
It was Detective Gardner.
And do you know if Detective Gardner has authored a report?
She would have case notes and interview statements for everybody she interviewed.
Okay. Did you follow up on anything that Officer Wolf did or that he left open in his report to do?
Not personally, I was just directing the efforts of Detective Gardner. Yes, whatever guidance she needed or help.
Okay. And one of the things that she requested of you was to do the search warrant for the text now.
The text now, Instagram.
Okay. And did you receive anything on Instagram?
Yes, I'll speak back to her, Nazia's Instagram account. Information.
Okay. So ultimately, you came into possession of Nazia's laptop. Is that correct?
wants to use it as